Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now, as you can see, we're currently ranked 650. Now, that is not without reason, because last game we played a fair 3-3. I didn't draft the best game, but now let's see how it goes. Feel free to leave a comment or whatever, give me feedback. Most importantly, if you see me make any mistakes in the drafting or the picking, but most especially welcome to my one new subscriber. Now let's see what this pack gives us. The uncommons are also pretty good. There's a Flood the Engine and a Spin Out. I love Gastel Thrillseeker, but I'm not taking it first. The rare is a Regal Imperiosaur. Now, the reason to play this is most of the times not because of its passive ability, because there are some dinosaurs in it. In this set, I think the 6/6 are dinosaurs, the ones with reach that gain your life. And of course the rare goblin that makes a dragon is also a dinosaur, I think. But without question, 3 mana for a 5/4 is amazing. So I will take this, though it is unfortunate that we are passing a Greenbelt Guardian. I would like both of them, but I'm just going to take the rare here. I think it's a pretty good card. Alright. Interesting picks. I don't really care about any of the greens. This can mill and this can ramp, but only if you actually have enough stuff in the graveyard. So this is most of the times, if you play it on turn 1, it's just a 1/1 that mills something. It can only generate you a mana a turn later, which is unfortunate. There's a Wickerfolk, which I like. There's also an Hour of Victory. So at this point I might be going into black or maybe white with the Disciple, but I'm not sure which is the better pick out of these two. So this is just a 3 mana 2 to discharge your engines, and at max speed you can search for something, which I think is better than the Wickerfolk, but I'm not too sure. So let's just pick this and see where we go from here. I do like playing black-green. There's a Pothole Mole, which goes very well into the black-green deck. There's also a Plow Through, which, if we play big dudes, is premium removal. And I'm not going to pick a Pothole Mole over the Plow Through. And out of these two cards, I like the Dinosaur more than the Hour of Victory. So I'm just going to take the green card here, noticing some pretty decent red cards and also a boosted Sloop. But with this rare, I don't think I'm going to go into red-blue. Okay, well, there's a dinosaur. Big old Catrodon, and I'm taking it simply because we're already in green. Now, if the other Molt Tenders come around, I will take them simply for ramp purposes. In black-green, they are okay, because you have ways to fill your graveyard. So I'm taking the Catrodon here. Okay, well, now we can fill our graveyard. I'm taking the Pothole Mole. It's good for graveyard fill. It's ugly as can be. But it also fixes you, or at least makes sure that you hit your land drops. So I'm taking the Pothole Mole here. Not sure yet if black is our second color. There's a Velohard Pike, which is okay. But as you can see, it's a vehicle, it's not a dinosaur. I think I'll take the Wretched Doll here, just cut off black. Not very interesting pack overall. I mean, the Deathlet... I think the second part of this card, return this card from the graveyard to your hand, is much better than the first part, because black doesn't really do much with vehicles. Okay, oh. We played this card before. Now there's a Gastel Thrillseeker, which kicked our ass the last game, but I'm taking the Rise from the Wreck. Especially with the cycling that we have here and the way to surveil. We can make this work, for sure. So... activate abilities, I think this works with Exhaust. The top one as well. Not seeing a lot of decent black or green. Red seems reasonably open, but these red cards are not even good. So I'm taking the Night Market here, in case we do need some fixing. That is a very late Gastel Thrillseeker. But I don't think we can actually go into red-black. Now, if we had more black cards and fewer green, I would go into red-black. But I think now it's not too late. but I like our green cards more. So I'm taking a Bestow Greatness simply because it's very good with the stuff we're trying to do. Could take a Bounce Off. Now, let's be honest. We don't know if we are going black. Bounce Off is okay. Wreck Remover is decent because it can cycle, and we can get it back with the Rise from the Wreck. And the life gain from this thing is actually pretty decent. I'll take a Tactics. I'm not sure if I will play it. Very late Oil Gorger, but I think I need 2 drops since I have about 0. Don't really care about the scoreboard. And another Wreck Remover. Guess we'll just try at least be black-green. Another Hour of Victory. There's no removal spells. None of these rares really impress me. I mean, if I was blue-black, I would take this, obviously. Right Hand's a good removal spell. There's another Hour of Victory, but I think 1 is enough. At this point, I just want to make sure that I curve out, so I need more 2 drops. And I think the Lagak is probably better than the Vanguard, simply because this keeps the board empty. And since green has some fight spells, I think this thing really overperforms. Well, this is quite crappy. We could splash for this, but I don't think we have any mount or vehicle, so it's pretty terrible. Don't think I want the Gastel Thrill Seeker. Wow, this is just a very, very terrible pack for us. Yep. Don't want another Wreck Remover. I think I'll just take the land. But we are being cut. Grim Bauble or a Refueler or a Omnivore. I love the Monument. If you could first pick this, you should do it. But I'm not going into blue simply for the Monument. So either the Omnivore or the Refueler. Now, I could take the 2-drop simply because I need 2 drops. But I assume I will get more. So I'm going to take the Refueler. Though I don't have any other things with exhausts just yet. And I do have quite some 3-drops, and I like all of them. Ah, this is terrible. Okay, well, I guess I'll take the Vanguard. It might be a strange pick, but I'm full on 3-drops. I badly need 2 drops here. I really like this Thundering Brute Wagon. I will take it. If you main black and green, you can take this, and it's clearly open. Ooh, back on track. Really like this. Hopefully we can get one more big cycling dude to reanimate, and that will be fun. Wouldn't mind more of these, but I'm taking the back on track here. Reanimation is on. Taking another Wretched Doll. It's a great 2-drop. Sideswipe or a Wicker Folk. Guess I'll have to take the Sideswipe. We are pretty low on removal. Didn't even pick up any of the bite spells. I don't really care about any of these. I guess I'll just take the Caves. You never know what we open in pack 3. Wow, our victory came around. We do have some ways to start our engines. Okay, well, I'll take it. I know that we were already full on 3 drops. I'll take 1 land. If we are just going to go black-green, I don't mind playing 1 land that starts our engines. Okay, well, all the stuff has been taken, but you know, we have plenty of playables, so we can be picky. I just need maybe 1 or 2 more cycling dudes, and some more 2-drops, and I think this could be a deck. And of course I will not pass on any removal. Okay, well, last pack. Show me what you've got. Quack Feast is amazing. There's also a run over. I'm not even sure which is best. Mill 2 cards and destroy the target where its manual is less than or equal to the number of. So I think I'll take the Quack Feast. I'm not even sure which is better. We play some big guys, and we don't have a lot of self-mill, so I think the run-over is probably better in our deck. Though it feels very bad to pick a common over a rare. At worst, this is a kill a mana 2 mana creature. In the end game it's probably more. I'm taking the run over. There's another back on track, which I like. Wouldn't mind a Gravestalker or a Pothole Mole, but at this point I just need big dudes, so I hope we'll get an Archfiend or whatever. Yeah, this is not looking too great. The big dudes, oh, well, this is looking very nice. That just changed instantly. 6 mana dude, it gets a 1% insect for each artifact and or creature card in your graveyard. So if we actually get more Pothole Moles, Pothole Mill, I like the name Pothole Mill. I'm taking this one, of course. I mean, Black-Green was clearly open. Bestow Greatness is pretty decent. Here, I think I'll just take the big old Scarecrow. Simply because we have some self-mill stuff to get back. But I really would like a big cycling pickup. I fear we won't get it. I'm going to take a land for fixing purposes. Oil Gorger as a top end. Yeah. That's just unfortunate. I was really hoping to get one of the... What is it? Another Catrodon or maybe the Archfiend. And we do need to do some cutting. I don't want to cut any creatures because we're already pretty low. I guess I'll get rid of one Tactics. Our victory is okay, but I'm not sure how good 2 are because we don't have any other ways to start our engines, or at least payoffs for starting our engines. I guess we'll get rid of one wreck removal. I'm main decking this Broken Wings. But yeah, we're missing top end. And I hope the Pothole Mole, there it is, will come around, which I was about to say. Because I think this will do a lot of work with the Archkin, and we have a way to get it back. Okay, well, this is looking like a deck. We have enough 2-drops. We have a run over, which is good with a Lagak. We have 2 lands. Not sure if I will play the Night Market. I don't think I will. And then we just need to cut 1 card. We'll not cut the Broken Wings nor the Rise from the Wreck. This will do a lot if we mill ourselves enough. I will keep in 1 Bestow Greatness simply because, you know, it can be a game finisher. If I cut anything, it will probably be the Wreck remover. Sarcophagus number 2. As I said, I might just play 1 of them, maybe even 2. But it's only for the Oil Gorger at 5 that starting our engines is important. And I don't want to screw over our mana too much, so I'm just not sure. Are they the same? Do I care about haste or looting? I think I'll rather loot. So let's just get rid of this. I do want to play 17 lands, so we need to cut 3 more cards. So that's a Wreck Remover. Dredger Insight does everything we want. I think I can get rid of 1 2-drop. Sarcophagus. I like all this, love all this, love that. Love that. I don't want to get rid of any top end. Broken Wings. Our victory is, I think, good enough in our deck just to keep it in. I think I'll get rid of 1 Vanguard. So our curve is not amazing. I would have loved some more 4-drops, but I think we will be pretty decent. Though, I must admit, we don't have a lot of removal spells. We passed on a spin out in pack 1, but that was our opening pack. And we took the rare and we're playing it. I mean, a 3 mana 5/4 is pretty bonkers. Okay, let's see how this goes. Loving this, keeping this. I'll do the Dredger's Insight later on. I'm going to play the Gag first. But Insight plus Rise from the Wreck is pretty decent. And if he attacks with a Mascot, especially saddled, I will just block it. He can destroy artifacts, which we don't have many of. So we have a run over. Kind of need a forest here, but I'm just going to do this. Start our engines. Now will we take some damage? We can get in for engines on 2. If stuff dies, we don't really care. Do we attack with a 2-4? I think I'll just attack with this one. And we'll keep the 2-2 behind. And if he wants to trade the Omnivore for the 2-2, or maybe even the Mascot, I'm fine with it. You can put an artifact creature or land. So I think I will use this probably to find the forest that we need. Because we are going to need another forest to make this work. Well, I think he has a trick, obviously, but I'm just going to block it. I mean, if he wants to, sure. Use a trick for our zombie token, that's fine. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Okay. So, let's do this first. See if we can find a forest. Okay, we found a forest. That's actually pretty decent. Don't really care about the creature too much. Also don't care about the jungle hollow. And we can get stuff back later, so I'm just going to go for the forest. Let's just get in for damage. Get our engines up. Now I could sideswipe, but I think I'm just going to wait for a run over, and I don't mind taking some damage here. Okay, well now I'm going to run over the Mascot. And if he attacks now, we will have our engines up to 4, which is good. And this is just a huge thing. You can just do this all day long. So this is 2 mana. Yeah, let's just get our engines up. I'm just going to do this, gain life. Okay, well, maybe I'm not. So this is just getting 1 creature back. We can do this as a sorcery. So let's do this first. Look up something useful. Catrodon is okay, but I think the Oil Gorger at this point is probably better. And we could also use the Back on Track. I think we'll do the Back on Track, to be honest. No, Back on Track is good, even if creatures die, and I think it's best to get a creature back. So I'm just going to take the Oil Gorger, but because at this point it's just going to be a hasty boy. I'm going to play the Vanguard. And I'm not going to do anything else. Now if he blocks with the Omnivore, we'll just block it, that's fine. Especially if he wants to keep using tricks on my stuff. The more stuff I have in my graveyard, the better. Oh. Well, it doesn't have flying, so I think it's just Oil Gorger time. Okay, and we might actually just use the side swipe. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice the Lagag to kill this one. Because the Caradora is pretty good with the Ox. Because this Ox gets counters, and this one increases the counters on everything. And now we have more stuff to get back. So I think I'll just rise from the wreck and I'll get a mount, a creature. No vehicles, of course. Okay, there's the ox. Okay, that is unfortunate. Let's just go to combat first, see what happens. He might have an exile spell. Okay, seems like he doesn't. This is double black. We cannot play it now. So I think I'll just do this. One creature card. I would like this one. One mount. And I think that's about it. And we gain some life. I play a Lagak. And if this dies, again, it's fine. What do you do? Sacrifice this creature, creatures you control with counters on them. Yep. Well, I'm kind of surprised that he didn't do that to prevent 3 damage and 3 life gain, but you know, you do you. Didn't I just kill that? Why do you have 2 of them? Okay, well this will be annoying. While Saddled sacrifices creature control with counters on the hexproof and indestructible, so he cannot make that indestructible. Oh. Well. This might hurt. But he is at 6. And if this dies, this will be one with 3 insect tokens. But we are drawing a lot of lands. I'm not going to play anything, because if I play this, I will have this one die. And he's just waiting for me to play this to use the exile spell on. He is drawing action. 7/7, my goodness. We need more stuff in our graveyard before this is lethal. Man. Well, I don't think he's going to attack. Pretty sure he wants to use the chariot for my rare. But I would like to draw maybe a Catrodon. Another land. Yeah, this is just very unfortunate. Yeah, we're being a bit unlucky here. We've drawn 9 lands, or actually 10 lands. So that means 7 of these 20 are still lands. Yep. Now he's going to attack. I'm going to block the Ox and sustain a lot of damage, because he can sacrifice that and make creatures indestructible and hexproof. But we're down to 7. And he's just going to pass, I think. Oh, wow. Any creature will be nice, please. Classic Magic the Gathering this. So I think we're just dead here. I mean, we had a good start. He can exile this. We can chump 3. We get 5 damage. We're down to 2. Yep. Maybe there's a way that we can get our resurrection spell, but I think it's already too late. Oh my goodness, deck. Okay, well, we just drew 12 lands out of the top 22 cards. Good old Magic the Gathering arena. Okay, well, I am cutting 1 land. It's probably going to be a swamp, because I need double green for the dinosaur. And I think I have more green than black cards anyway. Yeah, I just want to prevent myself from that happening again. And I guess I'll put another Hour of Victory in. Alright. Well, one land less. That should hopefully prevent us from flooding. And this is fine. Hello, Leon. Success. I'm just going to assume that he's Dutch. Okay. Yeah, I'll just play them all. And of course not hit any lands. That's unfortunate. That is not so unfortunate. I'm just going to play this. We will endure some damage, but next turn we can use the plow through to maybe fight or something. But it's far from ideal. Okay. So he just wants to prevent me from getting my speed up. I'm fine sacrificing the sarcophagus for the engineer, because we'll still get our engines up. We'll fill our graveyard, and I'll just play this and use a plow through zombie on engineer. Might just use the pothole mole, because if he wants to remove it, I'd rather have the pothole mole gone. And if he uses a trick like that, okay, well then I should have done the zombie. Yeah, because it was tapped. Well, this is still quite a unit, but he is going to deal quite a bit of damage. 6 in the air, yeah. And this will have vigilance, I think. Yeah, this is going all wrong. And the annoying thing is we could use the Hour of Victory to find something, but the problem is we milled our broken wings. So we cannot even find the removal spell, and we're on a 2-turn clock here. Blue-white flyers, good as always. Optimizer, yeah, he's just going to keep on swinging. I mean, even top decking the Catrodon would not be enough, because we'll be dead next turn. The only thing is a side swipe. Oh, dude. Well, he's got all the answers. Back on track. Well, that does give us some life gain. Well, actually it doesn't, because we're not at max speed yet. I thought maybe we could attack with both of these, get up to speed. Maybe he will let one through. I don't think so. I think it's the only chance we have, so I'm just going to do this. Hopefully he will get us to max speed. But then still we have to chomp. Yeah, we're just dead. I think I have one more turn, but I have to chomp with this. I'll go down to 1. And, you know, he might still have an answer. He has more answers. Okay, never mind. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Well, these are the good decks we're playing against. 0-2 now. I must admit, this is far worse than I had expected. Now, admitting the curve of our deck is not the best, and also we're not drawing the Catrodon or the... What is it? The removal... The vehicle that enters and kills something. In the first game we were just flooded, so... I mean, we're not useless or hopeless or whatever. But we are slowing down big time. I'm keeping this, of course. Wretched Doll is a good early threat. We've got 2 Pothole Moles, which can get us our lands and mill stuff. And we even have a removal spell, depending on what he plays. Well, that's not a removal spell. I am just going to offer the trade, because it's in our advantage, if our graveyard is full. Pothole Mole, mill some more. We actually found a land. And we've got some stuff to return. Now, not sure what to do yet next turn. Okay, well that looks pretty good. I think I'll just play another mole. I have nothing to start my engines with. Two back on tracks, no. We just milled. Exactly what we needed. That is so unfortunate. Well, we need the Vanguard's passive here, but he's still at 14, so there's no way we can raise this much. Oh my goodness. Milling both of those, that's just total sadness. He's stuck on 4 lands, so if he just passes, I will attack with everything. It's another one. That's big. A permanent card. I'm doing this in his turn, because maybe we want to do a Broken Wings or something. He needs 2 more lands for this to be exhausted, but this is unfortunate for us. 1 more land. Would like an instant speed fight spell. That can be a big blowout against these exhaust dudes. Of course I'm blocking 1. Okay. Let's attack first. Because if he does block the Pothole Mole, And he uses the exhaust. I can use Bestow Greatness. And if he doesn't, he'll take 4 damage. And we can build out some stuff. But we are waiting for you, Zico. Man, that feels bad. Imagine milling no creatures but the back on track only. Yeah, that was bad luck. Much of the bad luck. So either he's taking 4 or he's taking 3, I guess, and losing the Green Belt Guardian. And he has to use it now, so... Yep. This is a good turn for us. We deal some damage, we play the doll. And if he attacks next turn, I will of course not block. I don't mind taking 7. And then on the backswing we'll deal a lot of damage. Okay, good game. Yep. Okay, well, we won one, so that's good. Let's see if we can keep this going until maybe at least 3 wins. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is our last game, unfortunately. Now, if you do like what I do, feel free to let me know, either by commenting or clicking some buttons or whatever. It is much appreciated. Ooh. Right. Let's see how untouchable you really are. Okay, well, we can cycle something. It's just a pretty decent combination with the back on track. So I'm keeping this. And hopefully draw a forest naturally before turn 3, and otherwise we will cycle this. Please let me draw a land. I mean, even a swamp is fine. Okay. Well, it's not amazing. But I will attack simply to try and get our engines up. And let's do the Hour of Victory. I know he's getting his engines up, but I don't mind trading these. A token for a permanent is a pretty good deal. But we've got 2 draw steps to find ourselves a forest, which I badly need. Seems like he, yep. Seems like he badly wants to keep the Surveyor alive. Forest, please. Okay. Let's just attack. I'm fine with trading. And he can just do 1 target to 1 damage to us. That's fine. I'll play a mole and hopefully find another forest, and then we should be good. Okay. We need. Yeah, yeah. I'm just going to. I don't think the 1 life will be crucial, so I prefer the untapped land. And of course, I'm blocking again. Ooh. It's a hasty boy. Okay, well, we are not blocking that. We can get our speed up now, but we've got to find something against the mech cycle. So what other plays? We can get the Lagag back. We cannot hardcast this, but we can hardcast it next turn. And Lagag is a decent blocker. Could also just play this. And block with it. I think that's the best thing. Let's get our engines up first. It's a bit risky because we're at 9 and he might have some lightning strikes. But I think a 5-4 stops most of the stuff. And maybe I will cycle the Brood Wagon. Another one. And they're too expensive for the Brood Wagon to target. Well, I am blocking that most definitely. Yeah, I am cycling it simply because we can get it back. And now we can play this for 4, which I think is pretty significant. And our speed will be up. So if we survive this turn, which the odds are in our favor because we've got some chompers. We have a back on track and a run over next turn. And we can even use the back on track on the Brood Wagon. Okay, well I am just jumping. I'm just blocking with everything. If his last card is the trample spell, I will cry. Okay, well this is fine. Because now we can get that one back, which is also fine. Which is actually better, I think. Is it better? Yeah, I think it's better. And I'm keeping up the Hour of Victory. Or the run over. I don't need this at the moment, just I'm going to keep the run over up. We have decent blockers, we have some stuff in hand. If he uses his land, okay. Wow. Sure. And now if he uses the ability, we will just kill the surveyor. Yeah, let's just do it in response. Because then his board is empty and I think we have lethal. We have exactly 10. Unless, okay, good game. Ouch, well, we got there. He played very, very aggressively. Let's see if we can keep rising. The deck has what it has, but we have been unlucky quite a bit, I must say. One card, what is it? At least one time with the land draw. And if you like, you can also follow me on Twitch. I don't have a huge following. I think I have 9 followers there. And I think about 8 of them are students of mine, which don't even understand this game, nor do they understand my English. They have a very bad English teacher. We go first. We have no black swords. We can only cycle this. I don't think I can keep this. If this was a swamp, I would keep it. Ugh. Well, I think this is about it. If our opponent has a decent hand and he's going aggressive. We have more black sources than forests in our hand. I mean in our deck. But somehow both of our opening hands had only forests. Well, it is a card, which is nice. And if this dies, that's fine. We've got this one. So our main objective is to stay alive I'm not sure what he did. That was actually a pretty decent draw. I'm going to attack with this instead of surveilling. What just happened? Did he mess up? Why did it not? I'm not sure why that didn't trigger. Okay, so now he's going to put some counters and stuff. Yep. So I guess I'm just going to get in with the Oil Gorger. Could also just attack with these two and keep this on defense. If he wants to kill it, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with the Wretched Doll. Don't exile it. Ah. Well, we can get that back, but it's not ideal. We need one more swamp, and then I will use the Rise from the Wreck. And if he just attacks with one of these, I will block it. I think. Cannot really take 8. Oh my goodness. Please give me that removal spell. I need it badly. Well, I was going to block you anyway. Is it too big now? Oh, it's too big. Okay, well, I'm not blocking. At least we can do both. But we're lacking our black source. So we do have to do some unfortunate chomping, I fear. And I think this is about the only play that we have. And now we lean back, we chomp, we stay alive, we hopefully draw a swamp for the Brood Wagon. And I think that's about it. And I will use the Brood Wagon, of course, on the Lagorinn. We're not dead yet. It's unfortunate that we don't have... Ooh. Is that too late? I think it is. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Did we play a land yet? I don't think we did. So if we do this and we hit a land, maybe we can still live. But we cannot get our speed up, which is unfortunate, so we need him to mount up. Oh. Well, he didn't mount up. So we're still dead. Yep. Good game. Yeah, we just ran short of early turn plays. Well, I think this was about everything a deck had. I think we went on a 2-3 eventually. Not the best deck I ever drafted. And also, I think the biggest problem was the curve. So, as you can see, we had decent 2-drops, but then a lot of 3-drops and not enough 4-drops. And I don't think I got past any, well, the wreck removers, but I think all my 3-drops were better. And one of the most important things that we missed were things to cycle and to reanimate. We didn't see this one in any of the games. So thank you for watching. A 2-3, expectable. Now I will hopefully see you in the next one, and I wish you a very good day. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.